All right, today I want to talk about tripod foot, what it is, why it's useful, and why I use it with every single client to kind of paint a picture as to what a stable lifting foot should feel like. So when you're doing your big lifts, you should not be sitting just onto the back side of your foot. You should feel grounded, you should feel glued to the floor. When you're doing a squat, if you had several hundred pounds on your back, you don't want to feel like you're wobbling or shifting, any of that. So I've marked off 3 spots on the bottom of my dirty shoe here. We have your heel, it's going to be spot number 1. Spot number 2 is going to be the base of your big toe, and spot number 3 is going to be the base of your pinky toe. Now, if you thought about those 3 points of contact when you're doing a squat or a lunge or a deadlift, any of that, it's going to help you grip the floor. If you think about those 3 points, gripping and grabbing the floor, that's going to help you maintain a good arch through the midfoot, but it's also going to help you feel very stable and have a strong foot through those lifts. So being that those are the 3 points you're thinking about, we want the weight through the middle of the foot, not just the foot that you see, but the whole entire foot. We want it right through the middle here. When you're doing your squat, your bench, your deadlift, one nice thing about this shoe is it has this really nice wide toe box, so your toes can spread out and you can create that nice stable environment for your foot. Some toe boxes kind of close off in the front, and a lot of new lifters struggle with stability because they have a narrow toe box, or they have really big squishy name brand shoes like Nikes or Adidas, and sometimes those shoes can be nice for running. I prefer like Brooks, and we have a whole nother video on shoe recommendations, but what we want is we want a nice stable shoe where we can feel ourselves grabbing the floor. So if you're a new lifter and you're struggling with some of that stability and you're kind of shifting side to side, I'd literally tell you to get out of your shoes, to kick your shoes off and to feel your heel on the floor and those 2 other points in the front of the foot grabbing the floor to help with stability. You'll find that that will make a drastic difference in how stable you feel when you're doing those big lifts. So that is very briefly what the tripod foot is. That's what you should be utilizing on every major lift, like your squat, your deadlift. You should feel grounded and glued to the floor. Kick those shoes off if you need to. See ya.